All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Evan.
And I'm your host, Gabe.
This is, of course, a podcast where we acquire and review the latest and greatest snacks.
So that you know what to try and what not to buy.
That's right. And the name of the podcast, this podcast that we are currently talking on, is...
The Super Tasters Podcast. Or something.
Not much else to say about that. What do we have for you guys today? Well, we've got a lot of new snacks / new release snacks. On my side over here, we've got the honey barbecue Tim's chips. We've also got the hot honey Tim's chips as well. I haven't seen either of these, and we haven't tried either of them. We've also got the brand new Funyuns Cup Noodles collab, the Marichan hot and spicy chicken ramen flavored Funyuns. We've got the Jack Link's Dr. Pepper beef jerky. I know Gabe's looking forward to that one. And what about these Lays that you were able to pick up? These
Got the 3 new Lays.
New release. Well, it's a re-release, I think, that they had from last year. We never really got to try them, but...
Right. So we have the masala flavored, inspired by the tastes of India. We've got the tzatziki flavored, inspired by the taste of Greece. And inspired by tastes of Korea, the honey butter Lays.
Yes. God, I wish we had bees over here. I'd love to try honey someday. But, you know, it'd be nice to go to Korea. Yeah. Try the Korean honey. We've also got these Wise brand Dipsy Doodles. Where did you get these from?
The dollar store, yeah.
Okay, not sure what the country of origin is for the Dipsy Doodles. Probably would be in our best interest to start checking from now on because we have had a little bit of snafus.
This should be, I believe this is more popular in the East Coast, usually, if I'm not mistaken.
We've also got the Cherry Slurpee limited edition Twinkies. So, what do we want to start with first?
Well, we normally try to save sweet for last, right?
Why don't we just knock these Dipsy Doodles out?
Doodles? Yeah.
I know everyone's curious about these. So you say they're more of an East Coast thing. It looks like
so, yeah.
They're like a kettle chip. They're ridged, wavy corn chip. Oh, it's a corn chip. What is the flavor? It doesn't say.
I think just original.
New image, same flavor. What's the flavor? Original.
Original.
What was the original flavor? You'll have to eat it to find out. They smell okay. They look nice. This is interesting. For this to be a corn chip, you know? Ooh, like a big Frito.
It's a wavy corn chip.
I do like the looks of it. The texture. They're very incongruent.
Yeah.
No one chip is the same. So, all right, let's get into it. Cheers. Very reminiscent of a Frito.
Great texture. A little boring. Needs a little bit of something on there.
And maybe even a little more boring than the natural, just like Fritos flavor. But the texture, like you said, is incredible. The shapes are incredible. I'd be curious to see what other flavors these come in. Because if you get a good seasoning on this, this is a nice, sturdy chip. I like this.
Needs a little acid or a little bit of spice or something, I think. But yeah.
Flavor-wise, it needs a lot.
Be a good, like, dipping chip, I think.
Oh, that's what I was just thinking. That's what I was just going to say. The structural integrity, sound. Oh, I'm just trying to do demonstration. Guys, don't zoom in. That cracked. But very little. I got it on my own strength.
You are at least stronger than a dip.
Sorry, I hate to go into another snack while we're reviewing this one, but what am I spying? What is this oil in the Dr. Pepper beef jerky bag? Am I to believe this is actual Dr. Pepper residue?
Yes,
Is this high fructose corn syrup?
They dump Dr. Pepper into every bag.
I'm gonna be sick. I like you guys are on the right track. I'm very curious about other flavors because I love the texture and the shapes, but I'm also not like a crazy Frito guy. Like Fritos on their own, they need to be dipped in something. But this, with a good dip, these will go crazy. As it stands on its own, as just a chip, what are you thinking?
Perfect for scooping, munching, and crunching. I put it at a 3. Flavor-wise, probably less than a 3, but the texture brings it up.
I agree.
I think it's good. Like this is a good chip for like a 7-layer dip.
Flavor 2, texture, shape Pulls it up to a 3.
Name is kind of fun. Dipsy Doodle.
Dipsy Doodles. Yeah, I mean, that's great. Yeah,
I got
I'm
it
happy with the
because
3.
I was telling you about the not to talk about another podcast on our podcast, but you know the podcast that seems to be only clips, the Basement Yard, those two guys from the East Coast, and one of them said, you know, they were asking each other their favorite chips, and one of them was like, you know, he's like, you want my real answer or what I think I should say? And for his real answer, he said these. And so I heard.
What did he say he thinks he should say? Doritos?
I can't remember because they were harping on.
Did he
was
say
harping on the
which
Dipsy Doodles.
which flavor?
He just said Dipsy Doodles, and then he was giving him flack for it.
There might be.
I never even heard of it before, and then I saw him at the dollar store, so I thought it might be kind of fun.
What do you think? What do you think we should do next?
Why not Honey Barbecue Tim's?
Honey Barbecue Tim sounds good to me.
Because I feel like we're gonna get into stronger flavors as we go on.
Are you gonna want to do the both the honeys back to back?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay.
Honey barbecue to hot honey.
So Dipsy Doodles looks like they come in barbecue flavor and original flavor. That might just be the only 2 flavors.
Maybe barbecue was his favorite then. You know,
Yeah,
because
I'd
it's
be
like
very
regular
curious.
is crazy.
Very curious to try those. Let's go into the Honey Barbecue Tim's. Like we said, I don't think these might not be new.
They're not new.
The hot honey must be new.
The hot honey
I've
is
never
for sure
seen that
new.
before. Right. Well, actually, I'm gonna
It's funny
do a
that
bottom bag.
it has the same on the hot honey. It has the same honey pot and dipstick there.
It's just on fire.
It's just
Yeah.
on fire.
So it doesn't even. It's not even spicy. It's just gonna taste burnt.
Right.
I'm opening this one from the bottom. So we get the seasoning hack. You know how the
Oh,
seasoning
yeah.
goes to the bottom when it's on
Yeah.
the shelf. You open it from the bottom and you get the.
Yep.
Plus, then when the chip ghost comes out, he's coming out ass first.
You're
Like corn on the cob.
oh no.
All right, so these, the seasoning.
Oh, you got a little hair on your head.
I have
talking.
I have a little hair on my head.
I'm doing
How much?
I'm grooming you while you talk.
Thank you, Papa Chimp. Man, I can't tell you how validating it felt to have someone say, "You have a little hair on
There's a
your head."
little hair on your head.
Thanks, man. These are honey barbecue, right. Yeah. I was like, why are these so orange? Oh geez. Maybe it was a mistake opening from the bottom.
They
Look
smell
at my
pretty
hand.
oily. Oh yeah.
Greasy and covered.
Dust first. Oh, I almost licked my knuckle. I almost got a little
Not too
Spoiler.
much of a pleasant scent.
No, it's mainly oil. It's a pretty standard barbecue chip, I'd say.
It's a pretty solid barbecue flavor. Not a huge honey flavor.
No.
Nice little sweetness to it. Great texture, as always.
I'm more of a smoky barbecue kind of guy, I feel like. There's like not really any smoke flavor at all.
I like the barbecue. I like this as a barbecue chip. I just wish that it was more. I mean, honey's the first word on there. Where's the honey, baby? It does make it have a nice sweetness to it. Like sweet and tangy. Very greasy, but hey, does this body look like it's unfamiliar with grease? My body is like there's a movie where it's a little bit in the future and humans are starting to develop organs to process to like eat and digest plastic.
Yep.
Commentary on microplastics, very topical, folks. My body has adapted to oils. I'm one of the first living humans who they're like, his arteries aren't clogged. They're just moving the oil.
Right.
They're pumping the oil to my heart. Like, if you've ever unclogged like a bathroom drain and there's the bathroom sink and it's that
Tube shaped.
yeah. That's what it's like moving through my veins right now. That's why they're so thick.
That's good. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Then it makes me weaker. I faint very easily. I'm tired all the time. What are you feeling for a rating for these?
It's a 3 for me, I think. They're not
agree.
really amazing. They're better than Lay's, but Lay's is like, at this, I mean, we all know that that's our least favorite barbecue chip. So it is better than the worst barbecue chip, but it's not nearly as good as some of the barbecue chips we've enjoyed on the podcast.
Better than Lay's. I think if there's a stronger honey presence for me, that'd probably boost it up to a 4. But as it stands right now, they're going to join the Dipsy Doodles in the 3 category.
They're fine. Good texture, you know. Like you said, there's nothing really like tying it to the honey flavor profile, or it doesn't really like invoke it at all.
Opening it from the bottom was such a mistake. There's powder everywhere, dude. Onto the floor you go. I gotta save some food for my pet silverfish.
That's true. That is true. The silverfish that, you know, as we all know, eat chip crumbs.
Yeah. Why wouldn't
So, hot honey?
Yeah, you want to do it back to back?
Yeah, why not?
Let's open this one from the top.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Learn from our mistakes. Oh, yeah. These already smell like honey.
I'm sorry, there's so much ruffling sounds. Let me get a... Can I get a whiff?
Yeah, I got a whiff.
God, look at this. This is such a mess. Not only do they smell like honey, but even though the bag is more red, more orange, that looks more honey colored. Like, that looks super yellow, and these look a lot more orange.
Yeah, it's a pretty subtle color.
I've been fiddling with this bag for so long.
Yeah, just set it up. You're good.
There we go. All right, into the 3.
Yeah,
More
crinkling, sir.
More crinkling for the podcast. A little ASMR. Oh God, the powder, it's all over my fingers. It's so oily. On the shit. Well, where else? All right. God, that does smell so strong, so honey.
It smells like the honey packets.
It smells so honey.
From KSC. The ones that you put on.
So
the
what you're
biscuits.
saying is it smells like honey.
Well, that's a honey
It smells
blend.
Like, it smells like the honey that comes in
It's
the
not
bear.
straight honey. It
In the
feels
bear container.
the bears that are full of honey. It smells like that.
Wow. Great honey flavor.
Ooh, yeah.
A little bit spicy. Just a little bit.
On the very end, it took a second to.
Yeah.
The honey flavor is
I
really
forget
nice, though.
it takes your palate a little bit longer to process.
Right, because my heat tolerance is off the charts, and you're not
Oh,
quite
okay.
there. But that's
Let's
fine.
roll back the clip to the spice episode. Who won the smoking egg curry coin? That's what I thought.
Forgot about that.
These are very pleasant.
Didn't you win that because we tossed the coin? Wasn't that win by coin toss?
A win is a win, folks.
I like these a lot, actually.
Me too. These are great.
Very well balanced. Like the honey flavors there is a sweetness. There is also classic like chip saltiness though
They're
as
not
well.
nearly as greasy as the other ones too. These are good. What are you thinking?
I'd put these at 4, honestly.
I think these are a strong 4.
Yeah.
I agree.
it could use a little bit more of a
Just
spice.
a tiny bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just a tiny bit more like powder overall. And then maybe it would sneak by into a 5. Maybe, like I say, on a good day, you catch me on a good day, might be a 5. But I'm having a bad day. Just a real stinker.
That's what happens when you eat the ghost ass first, dude.
All right, I'm gonna wrap these bad boys up, plop them in the 4, and let's see. I guess maybe this can be our little sweet treat to save. No, so that's the weird
That's our
food.
weird food, yeah.
That's dessert. Let's move on to. I kind of want to save these for last, so maybe honey butter.
Honey butter.
Keep the honey train rolling.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, those are good.
Those
Wow.
are good. That's a nice solid 4. Okay, so what is this? Flavor Drop Global Edition. Buy scan, you could win a vacation. Promotion ends
To where?
next month.
To Korea?
Maybe Korea. It says scan to enter. No purchase necessary. Oh, so you could just go through the aisle and
Yep.
It's just a QR code. Purchase will not increase your chance to win. Data rates may apply. Open to legal residents of the U.S. It doesn't say where you're going, so that feels kind of like a timeshare scam to me.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah, you win a trip, and then it's a trip to like.
You have to work at the Lay's factory. You are actually covering vacations for the workers there. And so
yeah. All right. Honey butter. Woo! That smells like a honeyed buttered biscuit.
It does. The honey and the butter.
Yeah, they're both there. They're both there in the nose.
Yeah.
Will they be there on my tongue? Or are they coming to the meetup? There's a party in my mouth and you're invited. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the chips.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the chips. Maybe a few of you. Maybe a few of you can come to the party by mouth. I mean, I got a big mouth. Plenty of room.
What are we talking about here?
All right. These remind me. We've had a honey Lays. I forget what the exact flavor was. I believe it might not have been Lays, but it was a foreign, like a Japanese Lays. Do these remind me of?
These are good.
It's got a nice honey flavor,
Yeah.
a nice buttery flavor. Like I said, as a plant needs sunlight, my body needs grease and oil.
Yeah.
So it's not like photosynthesis. It's like
You got it. Take your time.
vegetable
Photosynthesis?
Thanks, bud.
Because oil is fat.
How's the chips, fatto? These are great.
They're good, and they're different from, like, say, the hot honey. It's a different honey flavor profile that works.
What do you think? What do you think? Good.
Honestly, probably a 4 for me,
Yeah,
because there's something.
they're about seasoned the same, but since the chip is thinner,
Yeah,
there's it is more seasoned, like just per capita on the chip,
right.
Not per capita.
It's definitely, this is the correct texture for this flavor profile. I
Yeah.
don't think that this would have been as good on a kettle chip.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm in between. I'm like high 4. Is it a 5? My inclination is to put it in 4.
Yeah, I think that
I don't
usually
think it really has like, whoa, the wow factor.
that's what I'm saying.
But it's great. I mean, it's very good. It's very, very good.
Usually, not always, but usually, you can spot the 5s pretty quick.
Yeah.
Usually, and so this is a really well-made chip. It's flavored really nicely, and that's why I was like, it's probably a 4, because it wasn't quite like, this has to go in 5 for me. But very tasty.
A 5 is a must buy. A 4 is a strong recommend.
Yeah. 3 is
Right.
like a, if you're curious, buy it on sale.
I will say, this is not news to me, but it is a reminder that I love honey. I love honey.
Yes.
I'd drink it right out of the bee's butt if I could.
Is that where it's made?
Yeah.
Oh.
And how people, when they're milking cows, sometimes they'll take a cheeky little sip from
All
the
the time,
source.
yeah.
Yeah. The unpasteurized goodness. Just,
Yep.
I don't
Just
know.
cow, like
yeah.
hair and cow spit
Well,
all over
I was just
the...
about to say, why would there be cow spit down there?
Because you know what the milk is for, right?
The baby
It's for
cows.
baby cows.
Yeah, but if they're on the farm, they're not letting them feed the baby cows, are they? Because they need this. The baby cow drinks all the milk. How are they going to pour the cereal?
I think it's a 50-50
If the baby
split.
cows are drinking all the milk and the milk's run dry
Right.
and the pan, it drops hitting the bottom of the metal
Yeah.
bucket,
Yeah.
then how are they going to pour their cereal? There wouldn't be enough left for us, the consumers.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they have a baby,
Yeah.
they make milk, unadulterated, don't let the babies near it.
Yeah, and then the baby has to drink like maybe soy milk or
grass water.
almond milk. Yeah.
Almond milk. Yeah.
Okay, why don't we move on?
Tzatziki?
Let's do the tzatziki. Yeah, might as well. I'm excited to try these. I'm a big fan of the tzatziki sauce.
Right. Whoa.
Kind of like oniony, maybe, or like chives.
Yeah, very, very herbaceous.
That's your catchphrase. Whoa, these are big chips.
Yeah, these are wavy.
I like them wavy.
It almost is reminiscent of like a sour cream and onion, but you can definitely tell there's
Yeah.
the other because I think the tzatziki sauce also has like
Little dilly.
mint and dill.
Little
And
dilly.
yeah,
Oh, I'm excited.
it smells good.
I'm getting excited. That's very accurate.
Yeah,
It does feel
Okay.
like it's in the same genre as like a sour cream and onion.
right. The herbs are really nice.
Someone say the herbs are herbaceous.
The herbs are herbaceous. The herbs are herbing.
The herbs are herbs.
I think it's missing.
It's giving herbs. What's it missing? Maybe a little more dill flavor.
I feel like it's missing a richness, you know, because when you're having it as a dip, it's like yogurt based. It's missing kind of like a creamy element, I think. Well, I mean, maybe I spoke too soon because I got a pinch of it.
It's definitely missing something.
Yeah.
They're not bad though.
No.
It makes me want to come back. You know, maybe that's the intention. It's missing something, so you're like, what is that? What?
Yeah.
What is that? And you get down to the bottom, you're like, I guess we'll never know.
I
I like it. Probably gonna be. It's not right to put it in a 2. I think it's probably
No.
gonna be a 3.
think a 3 is good. 3 was my instinct because it's not quite holding the candle to our honey flavors here.
I put it right up there with the Dipsy Doodles.
I think it's better than the 2 things we have currently in 3.
I
It's
think the
not
honey-
quite enough to push.
I take the honey barbecue over these,
Oh, really?
but these are just on par with the Dipsies. The Dipsies.
The Dipsies. I think I like them a little more than these 2, but it's just not quite as good as these. If there was like a creaminess on the end,
I just ate so many.
we really had to mull it
The
over.
creaminess in the end. So what you're saying is there's a party in your mouth, and who's invited? Anybody that can make it a little bit more creamy in there.
Yeah,
Okay, that's reasonable. We wrap these up, honey.
they are good though. I don't want it to sound like they're not good. They're just not quite there, you know?
Guys, let me know in the comments if the party in the mouth joke is stale, if I should keep it going. Just let me know.
Keep it like an episodic, continuous joke.
Yeah, or at least
Definitely tell him not to do
even
that.
to the end of this episode, because if I see your comments and you're watching through the episode and you're like, hey, maybe that's enough with the party in your mouth joke, then I'll go
Right.
back and I'll do a George Lucas and I'll re-edit the episode and I'll take it out. I'll be revisionist.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
All right, so those were the tzatziki lays. These are the masala lays. So far, for me, the clear lead of these 3 lays is the honey butter. So
I agree. The honey butter, I think, might be my favorite chip that we've had so far.
smells good. Smells got that very strong
cumin
Yeah.
and like
garam masala.
they smell really good. I'm usually a big fan of this flavor profile.
Okay. Very red, very red. I've been having,
Yeah.
not to get into my health issues, I've been having like a weird recurring like little left eye twitch on my bottom eyelid. Do you ever get those?
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Like every day or?
Not every day.
So if I just drop dead on the podcast, guys, save the autopsy. Tell them about the eye twitch.
Isn't it usually people say that you need more potassium?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They say not enough oil, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's almost kind of eggy.
I was going to say, it's kind of sulfury.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the egg chips we had.
Why is it like that? Did the guy... Is this like one of those street food videos where he stirred the chips with his toes? It's... Why is there a funk? Like an eggy, sulfury, like, go to Yellowstone, Old Faithful geyser funk to it. Okay. On second review, these are tremendously eggy.
Yeah.
This could be powdered egg flavor. What's causing that?
There's nothing listed other. I mean, Did we get a weird bag?
It's just one of those things where you look at the periodic table of elements and you combine, which, you know, as we all know, paprika is on the periodic table of elements.
Right.
You combine paprika, maltodextrin, you know, corn, sunflower oil. It all just combines to make a very eggy flavor.
I really like these.
I would like to like them.
The sulfur eggy flavor is throwing me off. If that wasn't there, I might even put these in 5 because I like everything.
Yes.
Or even if you said masala egg flavor, then I'd be like, it's exactly that.
If I'd never had an egg before and I tried these, I'd be like, these are great. What is that? But having had eggs and knowing that there's eggs not included, you know, like this should not taste the way that it does. Honestly, for me, I would probably put it in a 2.
That's wild.
Yeah. I like the other stuff that's going on, but there's just something. The funk is putting me off.
It's still enough for me. As long as I know that funk is not something that's going to kill me, like that's not like it's supposed to be there, I would almost still put it in a 4 because I love the flavor profiles other than that.
Well, we'll meet in the middle then. We'll put it in a 3. For me,
We got to get to the bottom of what's happening here. Yeah, because
these are wacky. These are a little bit wackazoid.
we
all right.
might be. It might just be our own ignorance too. Maybe there is supposed to be a.
I also had like 12 boiled eggs this morning, so maybe there's a
Yeah.
couple pieces still stuck
And
in
you
my
were
teeth.
instead of inhaling the chip ghost, I did see you breathing into the bag too, which
Yeah.
was an interesting choice. But I didn't want to call you out.
Yeah. I was planting a new chip ghost.
Like
is what
an
I was doing.
egg dragon breathing fire and planting new chip ghosts.
Yeah.
You were getting rid of the ones that you. Evan had some excess chip ghosts from previous
Yes.
episodes.
I've
And
got
he's
a lot
like,
of
I gotta put it
souls
back
in me. I've got a lot of. I'm a host for a lot of somewhat malevolent beings, some would say. And so I thought that maybe to disperse them, I would fill the masala bag up with my egg
with your
burp.
egg ghost. Yeah,
Yeah.
your egg burp.
Okay, so let me clear my palate.
So you were saying that you do want to do the Funyuns last. So
Yes.
maybe we take a quick diversion.
I think we take a sweet break because we've got 2 sweets and this is a little sweet to end on too.
Agreed.
So we take a sweet break, maybe for the Twinks and
Right.
for the Twinks at home and for the
well,
Twinkies.
The Twinks, and don't forget the Squashies. The Smarties, the soft Smarties Squashies.
Yeah, so they've made new soft Smarties and they call them Squashies. Surely these will be as popular or more popular than Smarties, the most popular candy around Halloween time.
Right.
Real quick, I wanted to get into the snack news. I'm going to start putting them in the middle of the episode because I don't want to put off the snacking. Like when we're doing the snack news and then we're doing snack of the month and it's
Right.
been like 10 minutes, no snacking. I just wanted to get into the eats, but
It-
now...
It's no longer a 5-second unskippable at the beginning of the video. It is now
Yeah.
a mid-roll ad.
Yeah, it's a mid-roll ad. You guys
Yeah.
have to watch. You guys have to stick around if you want to get the news.
That's true.
Yeah, it's time for the snack news. There's no 2 ways about it. Corn Nuts is releasing a kickin' dill pickle flavor.
Oh.
What's funny about Corn Nuts?
The way you said it.
Okay.
Corn nuts.
Corn Nuts. Kickin' dill pickle flavor. I love a... Nah, that's okay. Doritos. There's a couple of flavors that are coming out or are currently on shelves, but they're limited time. Make sure you get your hands on them. They are Doritos Tangy Ranch and Doritos Ultimate Cheddar.
I mean, we
finally
gotta try that.
We finally have the final cheddar. I was wondering
Yeah.
what the finale would be like. You know, you start off with the American cheese, maybe move up to a mild cheddar.
Right.
Now we've got the ultimate cheddar, the ultimate cheesy experience. Doritos also announced what their mystery flavor was when they had the Flaming Hot mystery flavor. The Doritos mystery flavor was Flaming Hot Thai Red Curry. So you can now just buy that as is. You go to the store and buy it as Doritos Flaming Hot Thai Red Curry.
That's cool. We didn't even get our hands
We
on
didn't get to try the mystery flavor, but hopefully we can try it as it is now. Last but not least, you guys are going to be excited about this. The pumpkin pie spice Oreos are back on the shelves for the fall time, and we got our hands on them. I've never tried them. We're going to review them. That's the snack news. Short and sweet. Just like me. I'm very short. I'm about 5'2", 6', 5'7". I'm 5'8". I'm 5'9". Okay, let's get into the snacking. We've got the Twinkies Cherry Slurpee Limited Edition.
Yeah,
7-Eleven.
everybody's favorite Slurpee flavor, cherry, is now in a Twinkie
I mean, let's
form.
be honest. If you're getting a Slurpee,
It's blue.
Blue Raz.
It's blue.
Maybe you mix the two together and it's a little purpley, and you're like, well, this is fun.
I can see if you're not going to do just straight blue,
one for each, baby.
do a mixture.
Okay. Now,
But somebody that's getting just straight cherry is crazy.
have we had? I think we had chocolate Twinkies. Have we had any other flavored Twinkies?
No,
on
I
Pod?
think this is
Dude, they're so stuck together, kind of like us. Close brothers. Hey, close brothers over here.
close brother alert.
All right, let's try this out.
Wow.
It's not bad.
Surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. It's just the artificial flavor on the back is crazy. The back shots of the artificial flavor. The
twink back shot, yeah. What? We're talking about snack cakes here, guys.
Okay. It's got a little bit of a cherry flavor. It tastes good with like the sponge cake flavor of the Twinkie. It's not like super like this is a cherry Slurpee. It just tastes like cherry.
Look, yeah.
And it would be so good if it didn't have that wave, the tidal wave of artificial flavor that just washed over your tongue at the end.
I actually kind of like it.
You like the artificial flavor or you like the Twinkie overall?
The Twinkie overall. The artificialness.
I like it for what it is. I just wish that, it wasn't so preserved. It wasn't so well preserved. If they didn't have to pump it full of so much stuff that it would survive the apocalypse until Woody Harrelson finds them.
Yep.
Like, it might taste a little bit better in the here and now, modern day, in the moment. But what do you think? How do you feel about it?
It's a 3 for me. And I thought it was going to be low. I thought it was going to be a 2.
I will put it in 3. It might be more enjoyable experience for people whose palates aren't as sensitive.
It's a 3, but it's
humble brag.
But it's 2 coated.
Yeah. You're so 3-pilled. All right, those are going in the 3. Honestly, let's just try those squashies.
Uh-oh, squashies time.
Such a dumb, funny name.
These were got? I got these at the gas station. So you're probably not surprised by that. I don't think Evan is surprised by that.
He works at the gas station.
I work at a gas station.
You guys want to find him?
I don't work at the gas station. I live at the gas station. So these are Smarties Squashies. Raspberry and cream flavored candy, which they don't smell like traditional Smarties. I was going to say, I didn't think that Smarties was supposed to be raspberry and cream flavored.
It does smell like raspberry and cream. I'm wondering, is this going to be marshmallowy or is this going to be like taffy,
Yeah, that is kind of the...
It's just a little bit softer than a high chew.
Yeah.
It's closer to marshmallow than it is to taffy, at least in consistency.
I agree.
Okay, let's try the squashy. I guess I'll just fold it so I get both flavors. Very marshmallowy.
Almost like circus peanuts, but not quite.
You're right. These are circus penis. Guys. That was, I swear to God, I did not mean to say that. Freudian slip. There is a party in my mouth and everyone with a circus penis is invited. These are circus peanuts. These are circus peanuts adjacent. But they're nice. But they're nicer. They're nicer than a circus peanut. Oh my gosh.
These are fine. They're not worth getting again. Sorry, I'm just still.
There's sure masala on my face. These are not bad.
The raspberry flavor is nice.
This reminds me of if you've had the gummy sharks, they're like blue on the top and white on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of like the white portion of the gummy sharks.
Yeah,
like it's not really a marshmallow. It's still kind of like gummy, and these have a great flavor. I like these a lot more than I expected. They are much better than normal Smarties.
Yeah, they don't taste anything like Smarties, thankfully.
What do they call? They have a different name for Smarties in Canada. What are they called?
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember though. They're like, because we have a chocolate, I think, that is the same name as their Smarties, like Zots or something. Not Zots, but something like that.
I think honestly, for me, these might be. No, I wasn't gonna say 4. These might be 3 territory. What do you think?
I could see it in 3.
They're
They
not-
get better
they're
the
not-
more you
they're
have.
Not bad. These are not bad at all. Might hold on to this bag and give them out to kids on Halloween.
Here you go, guys.
Show us it's a squashy.
These are stale.
Also, somebody with like curry fingers touched it. Like they're very oily.
Why does it smell like egg?
Smarties in Canada are called. No, it's something different. It's something different. Their Smarties look like this.
Oh, their Smarties are
So what are
like M&Ms.
what do they call our? They don't have our Smarties. Okay, so that's what they call Smarties. Yeah, they're kind of like M&Ms. It looks like, at least by color.
Imagine coming from Canada and asking for Smarties, and they give you these, and you're like, "What the hell?"
They give you squashies, and
Fruit flavored chalk.
squashies. Yeah, I feel comfortable putting those in a 3. There's nothing that's really been that bad this episode. Speaking of that bad, I can't wait to get to those Dr. Pepper beef jerky. Let's get into these Funyuns hot and spicy chicken ramen flavor.
I am very excited for these. I hope they don't let me down.
They killed it on the design for the bag. I mean the picture looks great.
These I had to get from 7-Eleven. So this might interest anybody watching at home. But like a way of finding snacks, if you're not finding them in your local places, if you look up so Funyuns, I believe, is Frito-Lay. If you were to look up like Frito-Lay snack locator, a lot of snack websites, you can actually like punch in your zip code and it'll show you where specific snacks are sold.
Yes.
You know,
whether or not that'll be accurate, because I don't know if it actively tracks current inventory, or
it does not.
where they should be selling it.
It's just showing like who is.
Can we talk about how sometimes these stores and their apps or whatever will be misleading too? Like it'll be like, yeah, we've got those in stock, and you go there and they're just not in stock.
They're not in stock. Yeah.
Or once when the Pokemon Oreos were a big thing, I was trying to get my hands on them, and there was a local, probably Safeway or it might have been Albertsons, and they said that they had them in stock online, and I put in an order for 2 of them. Went to go pick it up. Normal Oreos. And I was like, what is this? And they're like, oh, if we have something that's close, we'll substitute it. Like they do when you're doing
but they're supposed to let you know.
Like, yeah, I would think so too before I drive all the way over there.
Right.
But anyways, so obnoxious. Let me get a whiff of these bad boys.
You get over there and the person is painstakingly like carving Pokemon faces into your Oreos.
They smell good. They smell like a ramen chip, which we've had before.
Whoa, those are dusted. They do.
Dude, if they took the time to hand etch Mew into my Oreo cookie, I would it would be worth it. I would give them a little tip. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Spicy chicken flavored
Managing
ramen.
my expectations. Hot and spicy.
Hot and spicy chicken flavored ramen with Funyuns.
Mmm. Mmm. It's very chicken ramen forward.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. I like it quite a bit. I've always liked the texture of Funyuns.
Oh yeah, Funyuns have a great texture, and it's really working with this flavor profile.
Don't mind if I do. My tongue just shoots out.
They are exactly as advertised.
Yeah, the Funyun flavor, there's a little bit of Funyun flavor, but it takes a back seat to the hot and spicy, which is a little bit spicy. It's got a great chicken flavor. Those are very pleasant.
Yeah.
I like that quite a bit. Wow. Well done. Well done. Now, for stuff like this, I wonder, when they're in the lab, are they like, we need to let's do they hit up Cup Noodle and like let's do a collab. I have an idea. What if we did a hot spicy chicken ramen and then they try to recreate that flavor? Or are they just messing around with spices that come up with something that's like, this is kind of like a hot and spicy chicken ramen flavor. Like, should we hit up Cup of Noodles to see if it's okay to put them on the label?
There's no way. They had to have. They had because it's their brand name on
and
it.
It's very the flavor feels very intentional. It's not just a chicken flavor. It tastes like chicken ramen. I could probably go for a little bit more spicy, but I always say that.
I agree.
What do you think? What do you feel?
I'm trying to think of reasons to keep it out of 5.
I know,
and I can't.
I agree. I'm like, I don't want to do it dirty. I feel like this might deserve the 5, the episode of the episode of the 5 of the episode.
Yeah.
I'm one with the 5, and the 5 is one with me.
That is true. Especially since how many we've eaten.
Yeah, these are a 5. These are a 5, man. These bang hard. And if I'm having another party in my mouth, then I will invite them. Now, I need something sweet. We got the Dr. Pepper beef jerky from Jack Links.
He needs something sweet. I need something meat. And so we got sweet meat.
There's a part. So what he's saying is there's a part. What did we have? We had, what flavor was it? Was it a meat stick that they had? A Dr. Pepper meat stick that we tried?
Yes.
That was just like kind of rancid.
It
was like somehow carbonated. It was very like fructose corn syrup sweet. I can't open this. My body won't let me open this.
Oh no, I smell it.
Let me get it.
Oh.
Ew! Ew, dude.
Why does it smell like eggs too?
It smells like stinky meat.
Oh no!
What are they feeding these cows?
What is it? It smells like corned beef, but like with.
It's in me.
No.
The Jack Link spores are in my brain. It's a cordyceps. It's a cordyceps situation.
Evan's chip ghosts are now battling a meat jerky demon that he's accidentally invited into his vessel.
The Jack Link's Ouija board, dude.
Oh my, dude, this smells so bad. You know what? You guys, I get that Dr. Pepper's a good soda, but you guys need to chill out because that's why this exists.
Yeah. Someone was like, actually, I dip my fries in my milkshake, and I dip my Jack Link's beef jerky into my cup of Dr. Pepper. All right.
The Dr. Pepper heads, like, you guys need to chill.
I got a big cheese. I got a big one.
You got the biggest piece in the bag. Okay, it tastes a little bit better than it smells. It is not as bad as the meat stick.
It's not too sweet.
No.
You're right. It's not as bad as the meat stick. The carbonation isn't there. I'll turn it down to her. It tastes like Dr. Pepper, but they toned it down. They toned it down a lot.
There's some black pepper in here.
Yeah.
That is like
it's saving it.
Atlas holding the world.
Just holding back, parting the sea of
it is
Dr. Pepper.
Spider-Man with the 2 trains.
You're right. You're right. The savory is bringing balance to this monstrosity. And for that reason, it doesn't taste that far away from like a teriyaki flavor. You know?
It's
There's
more
noticeably a Dr. Pepper flavor, but honestly, not nearly as bad as it should be. And it's very tender, I will say.
If you're gonna buy this, like a fine wine, let it breathe for a second. Let that must escape the bag.
Yeah. I think what we did is we opened the bag, we sat outside for a couple of days in the sun.
Right. Mm-hmm.
My cat is in my room, scratching my door to get out. And if he does it one more time, I'm going to light the house on fire and I'm going to start in the bedroom portion of my house and let the fire slowly creep this way. I'll listen to him while he burns. Anybody like cats? What do you think? What do you think on a rating? I got more. I got a second pinch.
Me too. I mean, it's beef jerky. I'm finishing it.
Honestly, What do you think? What do you think? I'm conflicted.
Me too. I'm in between two ratings. Probably the same as you.
2 and a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's not bad. It's really not bad. But maybe unnecessary because it's just the worst version of like teriyaki beef jerky.
I agree. So maybe it's because it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it works better as beef jerky. I'm feeling generous. I'll put it in 3.
Let's put it in 3.
It's very sweet. It's not as balanced as like a teriyaki.
It's more sweet than teriyaki, but the savory elements balance that out a little bit more.
It works better.
Yeah.
That being said, if this disappeared forever, we would probably be a better nation for it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I would invite him back to the party in my mouth.
Correct.
But
somebody else brought him. Like, you invited somebody.
I was like, they were nice.
That this was their +1, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I guess Dr. Pepper beef jerky's here. That's okay.
Yeah, Dr. Heifer's here. whatever I said earlier.
Dr. Pfeffer.
That's not bad, you know? Have an episode with no 2s, no 1s. I call that a win. The clear highlights of this episode, the snacks to watch out for. Definitely try, if you haven't already, the Honey Buddy Lays, the Honey Butter Lays, while they're available. Those are limited time. And if you can get your hands on the brand new Hot Honey Tim's chips, those are primo. These are both, especially if you like honey. These are great honey chips.
Yeah.
Honey chips rarely disappoint, and these ones definitely, I would say they surprised me. And then what about this bad boy? What do you got to say about him?
Yeah, definitely. If you can find it, it's probably going to be at a gas station. It might come to big box stores. But if you happen to see it, definitely try the hot and spicy ramen flavored Funyuns.
Yeah.
And also, if anybody else tries the Masala Lays,
Tell me.
why don't you let us know if it's eggy and sulfury to you as well?
Yeah.
Let us know so that if we need to know if we need to contact Lays
Did we
or
get a
not.
bad bag?
Yeah.
Was there a rat that died inside it? Yeah. Get your hands on these. The clear winner of the episode, the only 5 out of 5, the Funyuns, hot and spicy ramen flavor. Delicious. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been a great episode. I've been your host, Evan.
And I've been your host, Gabe.
You've been listening to the Super Tasters podcast. And as always, make sure to, if they can, do that thing that they do to dogs where they take out their barker. Do that to your cat. Or at least my cat. Take care, everyone.
Thank you guys.
I'm going to kill my cat!